It's 1 a.m. again. I am on 1 week and a day, technically, because of the time it is right now, of no smoking. So I feel really happy about that. And I did my run today. Well, yesterday. Today is Saturday now, so it's my rest day. And I will run again on Sunday. If anybody has any ideas for how to stretch your shins, not your shins, but the muscles that run down your shins. Anyway, my shins hurt from running is where I'm going with that. So if anybody has any ideas on how to make it so that doesn't happen or hurts less, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, I just had a wicked aha moment. There's a gentleman here that works with me, or not with me directly, but he works in the kitchen and he works for maintenance. His name is Larry. Tally and Sir Lee John, I know now because I was just talking to him about it. He used to live out behind your house in Johnny's old place. And he obviously doesn't now because I was just talking to him about where he lives now. And that was just, it was funny. I was talking to him about it and I'm like, I know where I know you from, because way back when I first got hired here back in March, I just would see him around and stare and wonder and question myself why I know his face. Why do I know this guy? Because I used to trumps around your property line out in the woods when I would go visit and be over in that neck of the woods for days at a time. Especially in the summertime, so it's interesting. I am just waking up. It's actually later than I thought it was gonna be. But I'm awake, and I've been looking for apartments or a place to move into. Into the town where my son goes to school, and I have been informed, as much as I don't like trailers, or trailer parks I should say, they're too close to people. They're too close together, too close to people. Has a yard, but not much of one. Anyhow, I've been informed that there is one for rent in the town where my kiddo goes to school, and I think I'm going to maybe try and go check that out today. Today is supposed to be my rest day, aka not running or heavily exercising. But I need to move. So at least that gets me in a Newport, and it'll put me right next to my Mammy Sue, or near, maybe not right next to, but near my Mammy Sue. So I think I'm gonna go check that out. And I got thinking last night, because my fiance tells me this all the time, that I am far too trusting. But on top of that as well, do you think people are born bad or good? And furthermore, people that do bad things, I mean, everybody does some bad things. It happens, we're human. But as I sit here and binge watch Game of Thrones to catch up so that I can then watch the new season that's been released, and you know, recall everything that's gone on. The character Joffrey is straight evil, but there are people in this world that are actually like that. You hear about it on the news all the time, in not only the United States, but every other country, between terrorists, rapists, child molesters, murderers. All these people are, and I guess it's not to say that they can't redeem themselves to some extent, but if you look at a person that's done these things over and over and over again with no difference between one time or another that it happened, that's a bad person. Or is it maybe an affliction? Or would our society deem that as some sort of affliction? Is that a mental disorder? I got a hold of the woman that does the apartments. It sounded like I am not going to have enough of an income to be able to get in next to you or near you, Mammy Sue. I'm going to go look at it anyway and talk to her further about it, but darn. On my day of rest, though, I am going to bike to Newport anyway. I guess that's not really any hard exercise, but I really didn't want to. But I haven't seen Mammy in a while. I'm coming to the conclusion with all of the stuff I do with Dawson, between riding our bikes, going on trails around town, and I would like to take my rollerblades out, but the weather's been awful and I really don't want to ride in the rain. It would be very helpful though to get a GoPro, or maybe a couple that have the hard cases on them for weather, and get some sort of attachments that allow me to put it on my wall or put it on my bike, or wear it, like get a, I don't even know if they make it, but like kind of like when you put on a backpack but reverse, so that the piece for the chest or the camera is like sitting like right here. So that would look really weird, but it would work in certain instances. That'd be very cool. So if anybody has one that they don't use or don't want, by all means let me know and I will take it off your hands. And again, have to thank you for not eating with me last night, because I didn't have to cook breakfast this morning, which is super exciting. I've got a couple of things to do this morning. I am going to post the cover of Paramore. I got some dishes. I was contemplating starting a load of laundry, but that's a really poor decision having, well, I'm going to work tonight. So if I start a load and then leave it all night, it's just going to smell musty in the morning. So I think I'll hold off on that, but I'm really excited. So I'm bringing some tomatoes. We're going to make some fried green tomatoes. Those of you that don't know what a metronome is, here's a picture of one. Sometimes when I'm trying to learn new songs, I get really ahead of myself, and I will play too fast or too slow even. Metronome keeps time, so you can stay on beat. So I'd like to get one of these. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. I would go to a music store to actually get one, but I don't have a car, and I'm
pretty far away from the nearest legitimate music store. Although, I can tell you right now, the first chance I get, especially when I have a car, I will be going to the music shop that's about an hour away from me, because the last time I was there, I went every day for almost 2 weeks to figure out what guitar I was going to buy, and that's when I came out with the acoustic that I have now. I almost bought 2, but I only have so many hands. I've got 2 electric guitars and this acoustic, so you can only play so many instruments at once. So I'm going to go ahead and do my Paramore cover and then get headed to Newport. And I'm going to show everyone the mystical hill that kicks my butt every time I ride into town, but is my godsend every time on my ride home. It is so steep. I literally almost don't have to pedal the entire rest of the way home. It's great. So the hill that I was talking about earlier is that one, and it doesn't look like much, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to zoom in. I can't zoom in, I just tried. But this hill is probably a 1/4 of a mile long, and it actually starts way back there, right around that corner. So, it kicks my butt all the time, but on the way home, this is what gets me the rest of the way home without having to pedal. It's great. Needed 2 Mammy Sue's. Say hi, Mammy.
Hi, Mammy.
She's the I can't swear on YouTube. She's amazing, and I got her hat that she wanted, as promised.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. Oh, look at that food.
Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Nom nom nom. Homemade sauce.
Alright, Sue's is always delicious. Fried green tomatoes. Harold doesn't like them, like I said, so I don't have to worry about it.
You don't like that?
You don't like fried green tomatoes. What do you think about that nonsense? I'm not even joking with you. Say hi.
Hi.
Everybody.
Night, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Eat. Okay. Ah. Whoa.
I don't know, it's just blah.
Oh, I got your ear. In your ears.